Okay, here we go. This is going to be a rant. I really don't want to do these kind of videos. If you got children, you probably want to pause it or turn it off right now. I'll give you a minute. So that last video that I just posted, the introduction to the new orc runes. Well, I'm pretty fucking pissed off, to tell you the truth. I posted it. That little bit of that music that plays in the beginning of my opening videos, the maiden with the flaxen hair. So I don't know what the fuck happened. Either some trolley cocksuckers bought the copyrights to it, or are claiming copyrights to it, and it's some trolling sons of bitches in fucking Brazil, by the looks of it. I can't even understand this shit. It's in fucking Spanish or some shit. But they put a copyright against it, saying it's Preludes, Book 1, Number 8, La Fille aux Chevrox de Lin. And then, under some Unio Brasileira, and I know I'm making a mess of this, but good luck. If you know this kind of language, here. That's them. Right here. Okay? Now, so they claim it's their freaking music. So all my other video intros, nothing. Right? Now, let me give you just a little story here. I bought a Dell computer. I bought the Windows Movie Maker program. That little tune that I took a snippet out of comes on the fucking machine, on the Dell, on the Windows Movie Maker. It's a sample. There's no copyrights on it anywhere that says, you can't use this shit. I paid for that program. And really, after doing some digging, who I'm using is Richard Stoltzman Slavic Symphony Orchestra. So YouTube doesn't do any preemptive, I guess, research. They can just let somebody copyright your shit after the fact. It's not even them. It's Richard Stoltzman's freaking music that I paid for when I purchased this shit. So either they purchased it after somebody watched a video, and now I can't use it because every video is going to have the copyright infringement against it, or they're lying about the whole thing because they're trolling the shit. Now, I don't know if anybody else is having these kind of issues, if I'm just the fucking lucky one here or not, but it's kind of frustrating. I guess this stinking world we live in, because the moral compass of some people is what makes me lose faith in this shit-eating dirt that we live on. I've tried to contact YouTube before, put comments in there. They've been sitting there, I don't know, months. Nobody gives a shit. This one's gone in. We'll see if I get anything back again from anybody. Sorry. I'm hot. And if I don't talk about it, then I'm just, you know, possibly going to give up on this whole damn game. It just... It's just horse shit, you know. I didn't take that music from anywhere. There's 3 songs that came with the Windows Movie Maker on the Dell system, on this Dell system. There aren't any more because I'm too fucking stupid to know how to put any other music on there and do that anyway. Not that I probably couldn't figure it out, but that's not me. I'm not going to sit around digging at goddamn music. I just thought that sounded nice, and it, you know, it was kind of soothing when you first turned on my videos. You know, to have something to kind of go with that little lead in, and it's really just pretty frustrating, you know, this the way this world works, I guess. Anyway, so I don't have many subscribers. I don't have many people watching my stuff. If it gets bigger, okay. If it doesn't, you know, and if I made a mistake, which I don't see how that's possible, because I did know enough to look at that, you know, when I put that music on there, as to whether I could get in fucking trouble with it, you know. Oh, I need more coffee. That's a side note. So, now what do? I just leave it out? Change everything? Because these sons of bitches say it's their music when it's Richard Stoltzman's music, and it's my music when I paid for this shit. I just don't get it. I really don't. I'm not a fucking lawyer. I don't pretend to be. I get it. You know, music people, you know, they're just, if something's yours that you did yourself, and if somebody's making money off of it, the greed of this world says, give me my fucking bite. So I'm a little lost for words, obviously, because really I just want to do a lot of cussing. And, you know, I've had to spend a couple hours this morning dealing with this shit on the YouTube channel. And whoever these sons of bitches are in Brazil, it's not their shit. But YouTube plagued it like it was without even thinking anybody else. You know? Oh, they got a claim against it. Really? Well, they didn't have a claim against what? The other 9, I don't know, 8, 9 videos, whatever the hell it's been that I've made. Now it shows up. So is that the game? All the rest of you YouTubers out there, you know, you put a little music in the beginning part of your video, and some son of a bitch watches your video, sees that music isn't copyrighted, pays for it in some backroom bullshit, whatever, and now all of a sudden it's on you? Is that how YouTube's gonna work this? Because I've got 0 support from them so far. They never even bothered to respond. So I guess really the only way to fix this shit is to never put music in there. You know, but what's next? I say a word that somebody, you know, has used who knows when, and all of a sudden that's a copyright infringement? You know, really, sorry. I'm just ranting. You know, I really haven't decided if I'm going to post this. I feel like I ought to. You know, maybe it'll get to somebody and help them to not have to deal with this kind of horse shit. I know nobody at YouTube's going to care because they haven't so far. And how this sort of thing happens, I really don't know. You know, I guess I'm just the lucky one. And if there's anybody else out there, leave me a comment that, you know, you've dealt with this thing too, this sort of thing. It's just frustrating. It's just very frustrating. You know, I wasn't Jesus Christ. I wasn't maliciously using anybody's anything. I'm not really that type of person. And if I was musically inclined, what I'd really do is learn the clarinet and play the shit right here and record it. And then, what? They're going to say it's their freaking song, you know, and I can't play it. So, yeah. I guess I have to drop the music out of it, obviously. Because if I post another video with it in there, they're going to copyright that shit too. Just stupid. You know, it really is. It's just idiotic to me. You know, and that kind of brings me on to a little bit of a subject that somebody I kind of respect that does YouTube, and I'm not going to use his name, but he kind of said something that really sort of pissed me off in a way. And you know, he said, you know, if you ever say that you're not worried about the monetized part of your videos, that you're a liar. Well, maybe that's true for some. And maybe that fellas and other people are so stinking shallow that they can ask for money on here. And they don't have a problem with it. They don't have a conscience that I won't do that. You know? I never got into this to make money. If I got a little, hey, whatever, that's awesome. I really didn't think anybody's going to want to listen to me anyway. So, really, I don't care. Right? If it ever gets to a point where it happens and okay, whatever. But I'm never going to ask you for anything. I don't ask anybody for shit. I do it my fucking self. I always have. You know, and people that know me know that even the ones closest to me, when I need help and should get some, I fucking do it myself. Because I'm not relying on anybody. I figure out a way to do it with my own body, my own strength. It's just the way I am. I have a hard time asking anybody for anything. And let alone use this platform to bilk somebody out of a fucking dollar so that they have the pleasure of looking at my face on TV. I'm not doing it. You know, and truthfully, I don't even know how to set that shit up if I wanted to. But for this guy that I respect, and I still respect him, but the shallowness of some people that can do that, ask for dollars out of your pocket, have a pretty bent moral compass, if you ask me. And see, that's where it comes back to what I tried to get at to in a video before. We can justify any moral compass that directs us anywhere. All it takes is a second to stop and think and go, oh yeah, it's okay. Even though that don't fit everybody. But you know, we can justify bad behavior if we think on it long enough. You get me? And I don't care what you put that on, whether it be religion, whether it be your life, whether it be stealing from a company that's paying you wages to do a job, but it's okay because they got plenty. And you're okay with it, and you can justify that. What kind of person does that make you? You know, it's those same kind of people that when shit goes wrong and they start breaking into windows and stealing shit that ain't theirs, they have zero moral compass. And they think it's funny. And a lot of people think that kind of shit's funny. You know? I'm not stealing this fucking music. I paid for it. And I'm not using it from anywhere else. You know? So I guess that is what makes me angry. I'm not borrowing it from somewhere or downloading it to use it. I'm using what was paid for on this thing, and this is the kind of trouble you get. And maybe that's the big issue of all this stuff, is the fact that even when you try to do stuff right, it still comes down to the fact that it's just a frustrating game. That's all it is. You know, I've, you know, in my younger years, I've probably done some questionable shit too. To somebody. Because, you know, there's the other end of it. If you're sitting around a table, having supper, breakfast, whatever, and you're with your family, and you're sitting there chewing on food with your mouth open, pieces of it, you know, coming back out because you can't close your mouth to chew. But you look around that table and everybody else is eating the same way. Does that make you wrong? If that analogy works at all for anybody. But it's kind of the point. You know, if you're standing around a bunch of other people that are doing questionable things, does that make it questionable? You know, does it? It's only questionable to somebody on the outside that doesn't agree with it. So, just a frustrating morning, and I had to get this shit off of me, so I didn't carry it around the rest of the day. And then I got to figure out what I'm going to do for the next video, or even this one. You know, so I post it without music, whatever. You know, it really shouldn't be that big a deal, but it obviously is to me, because, you know, I kind of liked it. I put those pieces together. I didn't steal them from anywhere. You know, I thought it was kind of a nice little intro. Or, you know, nobody commented to say it was stupid, so whatever. Hope to find any of this informational. Apologize, kinda, about the cursing. I hope you got the kids out of the room in time. if you let them watch it anyway, you know, like I said, I'm not raising your kids. So if you can stand them listening to it, whatever. And really, that's the end of this rant. If you found it just a total pain in the ass, I hope you shut it off early. So we got to do some work and figure out what we're going to do here, and we'll see you on the next one, maybe. Well, we'll see you. Whether it'll be the same again, I don't know. Have a good rest of your day. Hopefully I didn't ruin it for you.